We are back in the dark corner. Got something here?
Yeah, you do.
Look at that.
Whoa.
Maybe we will be these tree knocking people.
Yeah, take it back.
Yeah.
Feel?
Look at
Look at the toes. It's deep.
We are back in the dark corner of South Carolina. This is in the upper western corner of the upstate of South Carolina. We're near what would be considered, I guess, the Sumter National Forest. But this is a really, really remote area, and there's not a lot of people that come out here. In our last video here, we had such a huge response from everybody. We had so many reports sent to us to our email account that we had to start archiving them and filing them and everything. There was just so many reports. What's interesting about South Carolina is there's not a lot of notoriety. Did you hear that?
What was that?
I have no idea. There's not a lot of notoriety. There's something. There's not a lot of notoriety when it comes to Sasquatch. South Carolina is not really known for Sasquatch activity. In fact, it's one of the lowest ranking states for Sasquatch sightings, but that's just officially reported sightings. That doesn't mean these sightings and these encounters are not happening. Judging by our email account right now, they're definitely happening. So we've returned to this area, and we're gonna do another expedition through here. And we're actually a few miles away from where we were in that first dark corner video, but we found another area. It's an old closed down forestry road. We had to jump a couple of barricades to get back here. So I don't think we're gonna run into anybody else since the roads are all closed back here. So it's beautiful. It is extremely hot. It's extremely humid. So we're gonna kind of take it slow during the day. We're a few hours from sunset. So we're doing our scouting, our daytime scouting, and just kind of get a lay of the land and check it out and see what it looks like. And I'm looking forward to nighttime, aren't you?
Indeed.
For sure. So join us on this little journey here. As you can see, these roads have not been driven on in years. This used to be an area where people would come out and go hunting. There used to be an area to go camping a couple miles back that way, but it's pretty much just been abandoned for a few years now. Most of these roads are gated off, and they've gone back to the forest at this point. There's still a little bit of gravel left, but nobody's driving up and down these roads. Everything's gated off and blocked off. So at least we're not gonna have to deal with other people out here, but it's definitely growing back up through here.
Yeah, looking at
these are usually the ideal spots for us to go to, because you have these roads that were here that are now like natural highways at this point for animals and whatever else is out here to kind of travel through the forest. It's going to be ease of movement for whatever's out here just to take these kind of old grown-up roads. So this is always a good place for us to start when we're looking for Sasquatch or whatever's out here. Since it is summer, snakes are out like crazy right now, and there's a lot of venomous snakes out here. So we are cutting a stick for us to carry to kind of poke around when we're going through the woods, because we do not want to get snake bit today. We want to be out here as long as possible, and a trip to the hospital is not in the plans there. Blackberries are doing great this year. I think it's because it was so dry at the beginning of the warm weather. It was really, really dry, and then it got insanely wet. We just had downpour after a period of drought. So the blackberries have just been going crazy this year. I know that last time on our last Dark Corner episode, we found those blueberries up there We'll see if we find any other kind of little berry patches through here. I know the blackberries are going crazy. We'll see if we can find blueberries or huckleberries or anything like that out here in the woods. But we know that the blackberries are going nuts. So it's good to find abundant food source out here. Right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
What do you got?
We got some deer track.
Yeah, we do have some deer.
Right there. Yep. So that's good. It's always a good sign. So we've got blackberries. A couple miles over there, we got blueberries. We've got evidence of deer. So far, so good.
Lots of water.
Hey.
Yeah.
There's an old road bed right there. That's an old one. Come over here, let's take a look at it.
All right.
Now, when we find old road beds like this, a lot of times, sort of at the end of them, we'll find the remnants of old settlements or old houses. So that's always a good sign. Because we've had a lot of activity in the upstate of South Carolina around these areas in the national forest where there used to be settlements. So we'll follow along on this one that seems to parallel the old road bed and see where it takes us. But I want to go take a look at it real quick. Oh yeah, check this out. All right, so look how old and mature these trees are that are in the middle of it. So this is a road probably from the 1800s.
Oh yeah, look at it. This
that
is
went up through
impassable.
here. Yep.
Not a dry creek bed. There's no stones down there to it.
So yeah, this was an old road probably back in the 1800s.
Okay.
So we'll see where it goes. As we keep traveling up this old roadbed, it is really starting to get claustrophobic. The edges of the road are higher than I am right now. It is over 100 degrees out here and the humidity is insane. The biting flies don't seem to care about our insect repellent, but we're getting closer to sunset, so hopefully when that sun goes down, we'll get a little reprieve from the heat. But I know as we're out here at night, kind of trapped in between these walls, it's gonna be real freaky. I'm not looking forward to that. This is odd.
What do you got, a print or?
No. Look at this, on this rock here.
Oh yeah.
Groove there.
Something has made a semicircular groove in it.
Yeah.
How deep is that?
It's pretty deep.
That's pretty weird.
Yeah. Bart Nunley would know what to say about that.
Bart Nunley would know exactly what to say about that. Leveling out up here.
Yeah. There's a creek. I can hear a creek down below. Whew. I'm about ready to jump into a creek.
We're gonna have to make our way down there shortly and refill water.
Yeah.
We're going through water at an insane rate right now.
It's hot. This gear doesn't help.
Yeah. What do you got?
You got, this isn't red clay mud, this is oxidization. So you've got like the presence of basically like almost like iron.
Oh, cool.
Heavy concentrations of iron in here. Yeah. That's always interesting to find like heavy concentrations of iron.
Yeah.
It seems like, you know, when we would go to the LBL, they had like a burgeoning like iron industry there. It wasn't great, but they took the hematite and got the iron out of it. But it seems like where there's area where there's high concentrations of iron, we seem to have like high concentrations of activity.
Yeah.
So I just thought that was kind of interesting.
Good catch.
So.
We have
Just perfect little pieces of like the white quartz through here.
So we've got iron ore and white quartz through here.
Yeah. I've been finding just nice little chunks of just really, really nice examples of white quartz through here. So, yep.
So we've got the presence of old settlements.
Yep.
Iron ore, white quartz.
Yeah.
And we've been getting a ton of reports from this area lately.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right.
It's we're hitting a lot of data points here.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, it's always interesting to see what common things are with all of these areas that seem to have high concentrations of activity. It seems like that the mineral content of the earth in the area, I don't know if it has anything to do with it or if it's just a coincidence, but you can't deny when you find what you find. All right.
I'm proud of you. That's 2 good rocks now that you have not.
Well, I'm gonna put them over here together because they might come home with me on the way out of here. Never say never when it comes to good rocks.
Look, there's no boot prints through here or
Nope.
anything.
Not at all.
Yeah.
And this is some supple ground. You can see that I'm
Oh
leaving
yeah, I can see your
prints.
boot print easily.
Yep. So
right.
nobody's been back here.
Well, let's keep an eye out for other prints.
Yeah. Yep. So far all we've found is deer, which that's not a non-starter. That's good. Little tiny paws.
Yeah, you do have little tiny paws.
Look at that little paws here.
Yeah.
Here.
More up through here going in the opposite direction.
Yeah,
so.
look.
Yeah. All right.
You can tell we've had a wet couple of weeks by the ground up here because we're at a bit of an elevation. It should be dried out about this time of year because usually we have pretty dry summers in this part of South Carolina, but we have had a really, really wet couple of weeks, and you can really tell the ground is really giving way. It's pretty muddy out here. So that's prime for finding any kind of footprint out here. So that's awesome. Of course, all we're finding right now is raccoons and deer, but that's okay. That is okay. At least we're finding something, right?
Yeah.
All right.
What we got up here?
Got something here.
Yeah, you do.
Look at that.
Whoa.
Right in the mud.
Whoa.
Look at that. Now, it's not huge, but
it's bigger than my foot.
it's not like crazy huge. But it's something. Look at that. And look, you can see it was broken.
You can see at least a big toe.
Yeah, right here.
Imprint right there. This is crazy.
Yeah, but check this out. You can see where the mud was here and then something impacted right there. Something impacted and broke that mud. Broke it right there, broke it off when it came in here and squished this down. This was squished down. That's amazing.
That's about a size 14.
That's beautiful.
Footprint.
Yeah.
Again, nothing we found up in this area has ever been big, even when it was active before the controlled burn.
All right. So this is pretty firm mud right here. As you can see, I'm pressing it down, and it's, you know, it's red clay mud. In the upstate of South Carolina, we have red clay mud like crazy. That's mostly what it is underneath the, you know, the top layers of, you know, debris is red clay mud, but it's pretty thick. You can see it is clay, so it would take a lot of weight to really impact that down like this. But you can see that something broke through that when it stepped right here. So that's nice. That's very nice.
Kind of see the big toe?
Yeah, you've got.
It's caught a little bit of fill. It's rained since this was made.
Yeah.
So it's caught a little bit of fill.
I'm gonna pull my phone out and take a picture of this, and then we'll head on up the road.
All right, cool.
Yeah. Joe is getting eaten alive. Oh. All right, I'm gonna actually get a photo of this nice footprint that I found coming up here. Oh, just got bug spray in my mouth. Can you hold this?
Give me a second.
And I'm gonna get a photo with my phone.
All right.
This is good. This is way back here too, so yeah. And you can see.
You can see what might have been a couple others.
Yeah, but this one right here, it's a little softer here. It's real firm here, so you're not gonna. That's really firm clay right there, so nothing's really gonna make an indentation.
Hit it again?
Yeah.
Good Lord. Yeah.
That's that clay, but nothing's gonna make that indentation like it did here. This is great. Yeah, awesome. Wonderful. All right, I'm gonna get a little angle here.
I'm not pulling out the tape measure here. Use that as a
scale.
Yeah.
Voyager for scale.
Voyager for scale. That's a little smaller than, it might be about a size 12 roughly. But it's broad. Look how broad it is.
It is very broad. And you're gonna have some fall in, but the good thing about
those edges are clean. Look at that.
Good thing about the clay is you're gonna have really hard, sharp edges if you do an indentation in it. It's gonna really hold its shape a lot better than something like sand or loose dirt. Yeah, cool. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and put a check-in with the folks at home. That way they know where we are, because we've actually hiked a few miles at this point. So we're gonna go ahead and send another message to let the people back home know where we are. All right, cool, that's going.
So obviously this was a pretty good network of forestry roads at one point. You can see where they were clearing some deadfall once upon a time. All that's rotting away. You know, what's really interesting about this sometimes is that it seems that there's like an ebb and flow of population, basically.
Yeah.
Humanity moves into an area, starts doing stuff, and it pushes Sasquatch, Bigfoot activity back.
Yeah.
Then people leave that area, and it seems like they come back in, and then they take advantage of cleared road beds for travel, areas where maybe the trees have been taken down, and now there's more undergrowth with more food source. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah, deer are gonna be able to have some more stuff to munch on. I just want to get a nice little shot of me with this tree. It's a nice tree. It's a nice little tree.
That is a big boy.
All right, we can carry on. I got my tree hugging for the day.
So that print's interesting.
Yeah.
You could still see the toe marks, although with it going downhill as it's rained, mud has washed into it. Okay.
Can I just say that was the most successful tree knock I've ever had?
I'm pretty freaking impressed.
You better be. I'm pretty shocked myself.
Nothing.
Yeah. Might give it a go tonight, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe we will be these tree knocking, whooping people in the
Hey,
woods.
look at that. This is going to be creepy at night.
Yeah.
Very creepy at night.
A little game trail through here.
Need to be careful. There's a lot of downed trees back through here.
Come over here. Looking at this indentation. Oh, Jesus. Boy, I would not want to be coming up this after a crazy rainstorm, because this is just going to be just a chute of water.
Oh yeah.
This is lined with quartz and limestone. let's do something we haven't done in a long time. We used to do this kind of pretty regularly in our earlier videos and expeditions. We're big fans of Timothy Renner and Strange Familiars, so we kind of got this from him. Take a minute and just ask whatever it is out here to leave us a gift. Leave us some kind of gift. Please. Whatever is out here, leave us a gift. Whatever you see fit, just leave us something and let us know it's for us. Oh Lord.
It's weird.
Still going.
Come here. Hey, there's giant chunks of quartz up here. Remnants of an old still.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
That's a big squared off piece of quartz right there.
Yeah, that is. But there's like some old bucket, looks like some old tubing over here.
Yeah.
Remnants of a still.
Cool.
All right, so we know that it's right next to this old sawed-off stump.
Yeah.
We'll make our way up here tonight and see if there's anything here.
Just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah, that's cool.
We haven't done it in a while. You never know.
We've been in this network of just little roads, or the remnants of roads, for hours at this point. It is hot. It's real hot. We haven't seen anything since we saw that print a few hours ago. Bad thing about hiking down these is the walls are so high generally. This is pretty shallow, but most of the time we can't see to either side of us very well. But the forest is too thick to really traverse that and make any time at all.
I'm lightheaded.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm lightheaded right now. I'm having to get some water. But if we keep going, we might run out of water. You know what we ought to do? We've got a little while till... What do you think my heart rate's at right now?
I have no clue. What is it?
73.
Oh, good God, mine's like 115. So.
And I'm super lightheaded right now.
You are?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
All right, drink water. So, I'm gonna stop filming.
Hey, no. Just sat down on this rock. Look what's right here.
What is it? Iron?
It's cold. It's a piece of metal.
That is a piece of metal. That's an old horseshoe.
It's part of a horseshoe.
That's part of an old horseshoe.
Well, that kind of confirms that we're on an old road, doesn't it?
Yeah, but not an old like forestry road.
No.
But an old road that was used. Huh. Wow, okay, good eye. Damn.
Yeah, that's a piece of a horseshoe. That's an old horseshoe.
Yeah, these roads are probably back from the, what, 1800s?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Holy, yeah, that's an old handmade horseshoe.
Hold it up to the camera. Wow, all right.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah.
Huh. Cool.
Very cool.
I might take that. I know I'm being a magpie when I do this stuff. Yeah, look at this. Come here. If you just think it's a piece of random metal, there you go. There's your nails.
Oh, yeah.
That's a horseshoe. It's part of a horseshoe.
Crazy.
Yeah. So we're definitely on our road. We're definitely on an old road. It's part of a horseshoe from long ago, you know. Boy. Hey, as big of a forest as this is, old Eagle Eye found that piece of horseshoe.
Yeah, pretty proud of yourself, so.
Did you hear like a boof? Was that you?
No, what?
Like a poof.
Hmm.
Weird.
You can't see because...
I know. What I was gonna say is, do you think that, I mean, that's a horseshoe from like the 1800s, right?
Yeah.
And as big as this freaking forest is, the place I sit down because I'm lightheaded, there's a chunk of horseshoe sticking out of the side of the hill. I have to dig it out. Was that our gift? I mean, we asked for a gift from the forest.
Yeah, I mean, you asked that we would know that it was for us.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I wasn't specific.
But you did say that we will know it's for us. The fact that we're not 100% certain maybe makes me, I don't know, you know?
All right. Eyes open.
Yeah.
Eyes open. Oh. That's odd. Whoa.
Whoa.
I've not seen anything else that looks like
Like
that.
a freaking
Look
footprint.
At that.
Heel?
Yeah.
Heel?
Look at these.
Look at the toes. It's deep. That probably went in like when it was like really wet.
Yeah.
That is, look at this. There's the toe marks. And then down into that. That is.
That's wild.
Hold on. It's about the same size as my foot.
Yeah.
But they're barefoot and broad. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Can you get a photo of that?
Yeah. Grab my phone out.
Here.
The root is weird.
That's not a, here. That's a recent, stop 1 second.
What?
That is not attached here.
Oh.
It broke, whatever it was, see?
It is.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, ain't that interesting? Okay.
Wow, okay, that's the second print we found. Huh.
That's going up too. And look at the incline where it's going up at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look, that's mostly soil through there.
Mm-hmm.
That's all soil through there. This is all rocky through here. It's not going to leave a print. It stepped in that soil. Wow, that is awesome.
I just had a weird moment.
Of what?
You and I were looking at this freaking footprint over here, and I turned around and there was like...
Up here?
Yeah.
Like something standing?
Yes.
Did you see it or you just...
Not like right on the edge there, but right there. There was something in my peripheral vision up here. That's why I don't like these...
This is a straight...
I don't like these high walls.
Yeah, I can't... That's wild.
Yeah, let's get down here.
Yeah, let's move.
Hey, we might want to head back to base and go ahead and take some of this electronic equipment and get it sealed up because we've got a storm rolling in from over that direction over there.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like it's moving in quick, but we got a ways to hike before we can get back to our base of operations. We need to probably get back there, maybe see if we can figure out where the storm is, seal up all the electronic equipment,
All right.
and gear up for night. I don't think it's going to be a long storm. If it is, it's going to be just a quick summer storm. So let's hightail it out of here and seal this stuff up, get geared up for night. We're ready to do our night investigation. We went ahead and geared up. We've got our night cameras. We've got our headlamps on. We've got our flashlights. We're all geared up and ready to go. I'm sending my first message of the evening back home to the folks that are monitoring where we are on the map so that they know we're okay and we're about to go into our night investigation. It's been really quiet out here. While we were gearing up, we got a little water in us and rested for a few minutes. Looks like the storm passed us by, which was really good. That's one thing we were worried about, is getting stuck in a bad storm. So hopefully nothing crops up while we're out here in the middle of the night, but I think we're gonna be okay. I think we kind of missed that, which is good. But we're gonna go ahead and head into the forest and see what happens on our night investigation.